Fellow Biafrans, my name is Biafra Superstars Media. There is no more time to update or do any intro on this one. I'll go straight to the point. Fellow Biafrans, we told you Nigeria is a country that is fantastically corrupt, a country that cannot be trusted, a country that will go extra miles to sabotage the interest of Biafra. What you're about to see is the confirmation of what we are hearing about Finland going into a so-called partnership with Nigeria. The new envoy from Finland arrived yesterday to meet the so-called zoo president, and they had a bit of discussion. I will share what I have, and afterwards I will go deeper in my analysis. Also, I want you all to keep your mind on Bianca Ojukwu. Bianca Ojukwu, when she had her role, we warned you all. We told you there was fire on the mountain. Today, I wanted to see the role she played in the visit of the envoy, and perhaps the rumor we've been hearing about what happened to Simon Ekpa in Finland. Fellow Biafrans, if you're ready, please listen to this information. Thank you.
Begin the bulletin by telling you that President Bola Tinubu today received new envoys from the European Union, EU, Republic of Finland and People's Republic of Algeria. The new envoys respectively were at the State House to present letters recalling their predecessors and their letters of credence to the President. Mr. GOVT is the new EU ambassador to Nigeria. Ms. Sanna Selin is representing Finland, while the People's Republic of Algeria sent Mr. Hossein Mezouad as its new envoy in Nigeria. Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Bianca Ojukwu says, going by the dynamics on the global stage, Nigeria is assessing its relations with the EU for the purpose of exploring new areas of collaboration.
European Union, Nigeria has continued to forge very strong ties, not just at the bilateral level, at the multilateral level. We continue to work together to foster an era for Nigeria, certainly, of economic prosperity in a rapidly changing world and with rapidly changing dynamics. Nigeria continues to lead, especially in Africa, in fostering peace and security. And in this guise, we always seek the support and collaboration of the European Union.
Hold it there. You've heard from Bianca Ojukwu, the wife of our leader, eternal leader, Chief Udumeku Ojukwu. May he so rest in peace. Fellow Biafrans, we have passed the stage of playing games. This is why we need those with the expertise to handle the affairs of the government of Biafra. Because now the terrain has changed. We ain't dealing with no child's play no more, so we need those who are more experienced, those who have the skills, the expertise, the technical know-how to run the government of Biafra. With all due respect, this is why someone like me, I'm supporting the Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Oruagbeze, because she'll be able to deal with the fast-flowing information when it comes to the affairs of Biafra, and also she'll be able to deal with the fast pace of a job as she's dealing with. Hence, I want to call on we the Biafrans to understand we are at the stage, the level we are in now is no longer child's play. We only want those who will have the skills, the technical know-how to run our government, to defend the people of Biafra, and to champion the affairs of Biafra around the whole world. The terrain has changed. The terrain has changed. The enemies have come. Nigeria, they have upped the ante. They are ready to go all out because they know we have redeclared Biafra and the government of Nigeria is ready to go all out. before your eyes. They gave the role of the state for foreign affairs to the wife of our eternal leader. That's to show you how dangerous the Nigerian government is. They know that the die is cast. They know that Biafra is already here, and they will do anything possible to delay the implementation of Biafra in Biafra land. Watch this. Listen. Fellow Biafrans, what you're seeing here is the official signature and signing of all the signatories representing Finland with Nigeria. The envoy from Finland is known as Sanna Selin. She's the one that they've got the quotes that she's the one saying Simon Ekpa was delaying the partnership between Biafra or between Nigeria and Finland. Fellow Biafrans, all I want to tell you is we have no friends. It's all about interest. If we make the mistake because we are living in a particular country where they respect or observe the rule of law, if we assume that that same right and freedom extends to us on a particular level, the way those from that country are enjoying it, then we're making a mistake. I know these people. For them, they have no real friends and no real enemies. It's all about the interest. To an extent, they call it a selfish interest. It might be mutual, which is more of a win-win. But in most cases, if you don't have any chip on the table, then it's going to be more of a selfish interest. They have been called for us to now go all out and partner with Russia. Stakeholders are saying it's time for the Biafrans to step up the same way some African countries like Burkina Faso, they've stepped up to partner officially with Russia. These are the kind of sentiments being re-echoed from countries and stakeholders around the whole world. But I am confident that the Biafran people and the government of Biafra will do what is right. All we are saying is nothing should happen to Simon Ekpa. They will pretend like they like us. They will pretend they are friends of us and allies, even in the political space. You might belong to the same political party with them. You share the same ideology with them. Case in point, Simon Ekpa and Alexander Stubb. They were in the same political party. They were best of friends for more than 10, 15 years. In their youthful age, they rode together. They shared the same political party, the same campaign, ideology, and the rest. But today, someone like Alexander Stubb has been fast-tracked to become the Prime Minister of Finland, while Simon Ekpa, who's been doing a great job by himself, it is believed he's now being used as a bargaining chip to gain economic favors from Nigeria. Finland, oh Finland. Finland, oh Finland. Do not allow Nigeria to tarnish your image. Do not allow Nigeria to tarnish your reputation. Do not allow a third world country, because of the resource that are found in that country, to make you shift your stance when it comes to the respect of human rights and dignity. I want you to understand that the gas you are hoping to get from Nigeria belongs to the people of Biafra. I want you to understand that yes, even though Norway are dealing with Nigeria when it comes to refining the crude oil and reselling back to Nigeria, which made them to make about $1.something billion last year, the resources still comes from the land of Biafra. The crude oil emanates from the soil, from the land of Biafra. So be careful with any partnership you're signing, any agreement you're entering into, because we, the Biafrans, we are watching. If you are nice to us, we shall be nice to you when we actualize our land, our country. If you are fair to us, we will be fair to you. At this point, I want to call on the president of Finland, Alexander Stubb. You must look at the mirror and do what is right. You cannot use the Biafrans as a bargaining chip to enter into the game of gaining or exploiting resource from Nigeria. Because most of the resources that you are hoping to get from Nigeria belongs to the people of Biafra. My people, at this point, let us hear what the Zoo media they are saying about the so-called discussion between Tinubu and the Finnish government. I want us to listen to the way they speak. When we told you that we have no friends in Nigeria, they're all pretenders. They love what is happening to us. Listen to the way they break this one down in their media. It's already flying in the media. Listen, and I'll come back.
Khalid, I'm saying a court has dubbed them a terrorist organization. So we're not talking about technically defeated. Please,
okay,
straightforward.
Go on.
Says it's dead. Maybe I didn't hear you what you read.
Listen.
And this one should interest you. Simon Ekpa's arrest, well deserved. That's what Mr. President is telling the Finnish envoy in Nigeria, the envoy from Finland. Yeah.
Of course, it was pertinent. It was good that he was arrested because it
was going to come to this.
It was going to ferment a lot of trouble in Nigeria, especially in the southeast. I don't know why this their Biafranism or neo-Biafranism must involve the killing of their own people. If you're fighting the federal government for a sovereign nation of Biafra, then deal with the federal government and stop massacring your own people and disrupting.
Hold it there. Can you hear the language of the idiots that are speaking there? They've turned the story now. When it comes to Biafranism, that's the new one now. The new lexicon, the new word is now Biafranism. The belief of being a Biafran. The study of Biafra, Biafranism. And he said we are killing ourselves. If we want to fight the federal government, let us fight the federal government of the zoo and stop killing ourselves. It means the zoo soldier that comes to Biafra land to buy us. They are Biafrans coming to buy us. You use the language of the media in Nigeria. That's what I'm saying. So goes the government of Nigeria, goes the media of Nigeria. They work hand in hand. Pari pasao. Let's continue. Listen.
Piece of your own region.
All right. Mr. Trump is in the news.
Yes.
As you would expect. Trump reinstates anti-abortion pacts.
Hold on there. I'm not ready to speak on all those things about Trump. We respect Trump. We love Trump. And for the first time, now that Trump is saying there is only two gender, one man and woman, male and female. Suddenly, the whole world in EU, in Europe, in America, they are now paying attention. But if somebody makes a statement in your workplace and call somebody who is a tranny, you call them a male or female, you lose your job instantly. If they lie on you that you are insulting the gays, you lose your job instantly. You are being sacked without any pay. But today, when Trump they speak now, he say he only recognized two gender. God have mercy, male and female. Suddenly, the whole world they are at peace. Nobody is coming out to complain. But when a black man in Africa says they don't believe in that stuff, They will come with everything against you. They will sanction your government. They will stop the loans. Hey, God, God, black man. Black man. Hey, Ndisoji. You have to look inwards. We must look inwards. We have no friend. We have no friends. If you think that those in Europe, they are your friends, you are making a mistake. They are only there for their selfish interest. They are there for their selfish interest. When it comes to USA, it's a favor for a favor. Win-win approach. You give me, I give you. God no vex. But in Europe, it's all about their selfish interest. That was why they carried out the Berlin Conference, where they went out to Africa. They shared Africa like a national cake. Till this day, Africans, they are now speaking different languages from Europe. Spanish, English, Dutch, French, you name it. This is the problem we have. We have no friends, my people. We have no friends. Do not make that mistake to assume because you are in a country and they claim there is liberty, freedom of speech, and the rest of them, and now you assume that that's the truth, that they believe in liberty, and that somehow it also affects you. You assume that the freedom by proxy extends to you. No. We are strangers in a foreign land. We are sojourners. Like the story of the prodigal son, we have to look back. We've been scattered everywhere. They've made us economic migrants. We are on economic exile. To be on exile means you've been banished from your land and you've been sent to a foreign land to go and work and die. Work, make some money, send back home until you can work no more. You work until your elderly age. Keep on working. Send the money back home while the zoo government, they steal and loot the resource of the land, and the money you send now becomes the equilibrium to balance things out. So that zoo called Nigeria is still functioning because of the money you are sending, remitting to Nigeria for all these years. The only time the zoo started to panic, the only time the economy of the zoo was swindling and going down, was having a nosedive, was when our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, declared an economic sanction on Nigeria. And ever since, the economy has been going down. If you notice, since then till now, the economy of Nigeria is down and it will never get back up. No. It is gone. The moment you allow a drug baron to be your president, there is no more integrity. We thank God now. We thank God for tribalism because of tribalism, they chose the worst among themselves. Because of tribalism. Because of tribalism, they will envy you building a house in any state of your choice when they say they believe in one Nigeria. But suddenly, a Biafra man is building a house in Lagos. It becomes a problem. A Biafra man is doing business in Lagos. It becomes a problem. Lord have mercy. Hey! But these same people and their politicians, they go around the whole world buying houses. They go to Europe, America, Asian world to buy houses. They are happy to develop the economy of those Western worlds. But they refuse to invest in their own land. They love it when they do business abroad. They loot the money and invest in the Western world. They love it. Some of them, they are in the USA, Canada, Australia, America, England, you name it, Germany. They are happy to buy houses, own homes, living next to the white man, and they are happy. They feel free. They feel safe. They feel at home, living with a stranger. But the Biafran man is not safe. Building houses in their so-called one Nigeria. Let that sink into your mind. They have more anger for the Biafran man. For example, who came to Lagos? The lands he owned, he bought them. The houses he owned or built, he paid for them. They are more angrier or more angry for the Biafran man and less angry for the one that comes with their cow, AK-47, to take their land. They go into partnership with those that come with AK-47. Those that come and, kill their Bale, kill their Kabiesi. To the Yorubas, I'm speaking to you guys. Because you guys have the power of the media in that so-called Nigeria. And with the way this man is speaking here, it is shameful. To Biafrans, we have seen what happened to Simon Ekpa. His colleagues, they were all from the same party. Today, Alexander Stubb is the prime minister. And the rest of them, all his peers, they're in one position or the other. 10 years back, 15 years back, in 2015, when he was still in politics, he probably assumed they were best of friends. But today, they are ready to bargain with Simon Ekpa for some so-called investment. We've heard some rumor that the Finnish envoy was saying, Simon Ekpa was a stumbling block. He was the problem. He was slowing down business between Finland and Nigeria. But I've got news for them though. The news is, yes, Finland can do what they want to do, but I believe in Europe, you still have the EU court, and the EU court is supreme over every so-called jurisdiction of the member state. So whatever they discuss or decide in Finland, the EU court can not, nullify it. Yes. So all hope is not lost. But it is shocking that Finland will allow themselves to be compromised to this level. All because of resources. I was doing my research and from my findings, some of the Scandinavian countries, the Nordic countries, a country like Norway, they invested they between themselves and Nigeria, there was about 1 billion revenue accrued in their investment. And for Finland, it was running in hundreds of millions. So perhaps they want to step their game up. And they want to use Simon Ekpa as a bargaining chip. Fellow Biafrans, we have to be careful. Those we call our friends, they are not. If anyone is in Europe, listen to the sound of my voice. Those people that work with you, they are not your friends. They are not your ally. They are only there for selfish interest. They are there for selfish interest because what is happening to Simon Ekpa should never happen to anyone. I say, what is happening right now to Obatobie should happen to no one. But in Finland, because of the greed, the quest to expand the economy, they have chosen to betray Simon Ekpa. Very, very sad. All I can say to them is, good luck. Good luck with what you're doing. Good riddance to what you're doing. But at the end, we the Biafrans will have the last laugh. We shall have the last laugh. And I hope If I have my way, I would say we pitch our tent to America, because Finland, the greed in them has destroyed their reputation. But I'll leave that to the government of Biafra to decide. Thank you, and God bless.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake, Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why